Welcome back to Turn Apart News, the only place on the internet where we tear the news apart bit by bit until we can finally adapt every single video game out there into either a series or a movie, because it seems to be the trend right now.
You're not aware of the video game adaptation curse!
I get your point, yeah.
Dumb. Dummy. Dumb. Alright.
No! God, please, no! No!
If you're a loyal fan, you probably noticed that this is the exact wardrobe that I used to wear when I started Torn Apart News on TikTok. But anyways, let's move straight away into the first piece of news of this week and talk about Borderlands. We finally have a trailer, we finally have some posters. Let's check them out.
Kill them all.
Borderlands is coming out on August 9 and it's directed by Eli Roth, and apparently he also wrote the story and he co-wrote the screenplay as well. But this is not a horror movie, so I'm quite confused why Eli Roth is so passionate about making this movie. Maybe he's a fan of the original game, I don't really know. I've actually never played the game, so my expectations when it comes to this movie are gonna be quite low. But at the end of the day, it looks incredibly fun, it looks very colorful. Of course, we all have to worry about these kind of films, especially when they rely so much on special effects and blending locations with real people as well. And also the casting is kind of weird because we have people like Kevin Hart, Kate Blanchett, Ariana Greenblatt, Jamie Lee Curtis and Jack Black, who's playing yet another weird creature this time around. These are not kind of the people that you would imagine being in a movie like this and being in such a huge action movie as well. This kind of reminds me of Mad Max Fury Road, and that's a good thing at the end of the day. But just in case you don't know anything about this, here's the synopsis. Lilith is an infamous outlaw with a mysterious past who reluctantly returns to her home planet of Pandora to find the missing daughter of the universe's most powerful SOB. She forms an alliance with an unexpected team and they must battle alien monsters and dangerous bandits to find and protect the missing girl who may hold the key to unimaginable power. Let's manage our expectations as usual, mostly because Eli Roth is not really well known for making perfect movies, and especially not known for making movies like this, so it is possible that he's doing it just because he was given a blank check and because he needs money. Let's head into our next piece of news and talk about a movie that actually looks like a video game adaptation, but it's really not. Or it also looks like a comic book adaptation, but it's not that either.
I don't like this plan.
It's called Boy Kills World and it's coming out on April 26th, and the trailer is out of course, and it looks kind of John Wicky but way more fun. When his family is killed, a deaf mute named Boy escapes the jungle where he's trained by a mysterious mentor to enact vengeance on the murderers. This movie is starring Bill Skarsgård and Jessica Roth, and it's also produced by Sam Raimi. I feel like this year is gonna be quite good for action movies because we had Monkey Man, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago, and now we have this one and we have Borderlands as well. Honestly, I'm quite hyped because we didn't really have that many good action movies last year. The only thing that could make us worry about this film, its tone, its visual consistency, it's the fact that it's directorial debut and it's directed by Moritz Moore, who of course has never done anything like this before, so who knows at the end of the day. But we do have to trust in Bill Skarsgård because he's a really good actor, and same goes for Sam Raimi. He's produced a lot of incredible movies. Let's head into our next piece of news and talk about something that I thought it was a joke, mostly because nobody has heard about this project at all. I'm talking about the Spiderwick Chronicles, and it's not the original movie that came out almost 20 years ago.
Find the invisible world. It's the key to save everyone.
But we're just kids.
That's why you can succeed.
we don't really have that many posters around, but at least we know what it's gonna look like, and it looks like a perfectly packaged, completely fine Disney Plus series, right? And there is a reason for that. Last summer, Deadline reported that the series was basically no longer moving forward at Disney Plus, despite having been already completed due to cost-cutting reasons, and it was basically sold to another network that you might know, which is called the Roku channel. This is kind of weird because, as you can see in the trailer, this really looks like a Disney Plus series, and I'm afraid that without the proper marketing, no one is gonna watch it. I think I watched the original movie, but I never really grown attached to it, and I don't really know that many people who are as well. It is though possible that since it's based on a huge fantasy book franchise, it's still gonna find its audience at the end of the day. But just in case you know nothing about this, let's find out what is this about. The series is gonna be set in the Spiderwick estate in New England, and it follows three children who discover a field guide to fairies while encountering various magical creatures such as goblins, ogres, brownies, boggarts, hobgoblins, trolls, and many others. Christopher Slater is gonna be playing the main villain. It's gonna be 8 episodes, and it's scheduled to come out on April 19. Is this gonna be as good as Freddie Highmore's version from back in 2008? Who knows at the end of the day? Maybe it's just gonna be perfectly fine. Let's head into our bonus news. This is the moment where I rapid fire as many news about the movie and TV industry as fast as possible so that you can go back to your lives.
Finally!
Let's start by talking about Orphan Black Echoes, which is coming out in June. We finally have a poster for this. I actually don't know that much about the Orphan Black original show, which ran for 5 seasons from 2013 to 2017. But this new series is a spin-off of that, and it's gonna be starring Kristen Ritter, and is set in 2052. And I suppose it's still gonna be about cloning stuff and identity issues, right? If you watched the original Orphan Black, let me know down in the comments, should I give it a try? Because honestly, I don't know anyone else who has seen it or who has praised it, here in Europe anyways. We finally have some news concerning the Game of Thrones universe. David Zaslav basically confirmed that we're gonna be getting a spin-off series called The Edge Knight, which is gonna be premiering in 2025, and it's basically based on Martin's popular trio of Dunk and Egg novellas, which chronicle the story of Dunk, who is the future Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, also called Duncan the Tall, and Egg, who is the future King Aegon V Targaryen, as they wander across Westeros having adventures roughly 100 years before the events of the original novels. If this happens at the end of the day, I think we might end up having one season of Game of Thrones almost every single year, because House of the Dragon is coming out this year, and the next year is going to be the spin-off, and then I suppose they're going to alternate for as long as possible until we all die. On Monday, Netflix released the entire movie Nimona on YouTube, and it gathered quite a lot of views. I don't really know what kind of marketing strategy this is, but if it gets more people watching Nimona, at the end of the day, I think I'm quite happy. Netflix has also announced new episodes of Pokémon Concierge that are in production, so this is going to be stop motion as well, so it might take some time for them to get on our screens. We also have some incredible concept arts for the movie called Batman Beyond, which apparently was pitched at Warner Brothers and DC Comics 5 months ago by the visual development artist Yuki Demers and the director Patrick Harpin. These look incredible, and I really hope that they're gonna get the attention of people online, mostly because there are so many Batman animated movies out there, and some of them are actually incredibly good, so why not this one at the end of the day? And now let's head into my favorite segment of the week, which is called And for Something Weird. This is where we look at something weird that happened within the movie and TV industry in this passing week. And we're gonna be looking at Mortal Kombat. I know this is a game, but it is related to something that we talk about almost on a weekly basis, the DCEU. The Peacemaker is finally making his appearance in the game, and let's have a look at his fatality moves because they are incredibly fun looking.
Activate Sonic Boom! Peace unlocked.
But anyways, those are all the news that we have for you this week. Don't forget to tune in next Monday for more movie news. I'm Patrick, and this is Torn Apart News.
Back in the 90s, I was in a very thing actually scrap that. I can. I really can. Actually, it's helping.
Are we really waiting for this to finish?
Keep looking at me!
Da 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 da.